afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for May 19th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. We have a Time for Change call tonight at 9 p.m. We have a reverse aging call on Friday night at 9 p.m. And I will be on the Galactic Activation webinar, the PAO, Sheldon Neidl. This Sunday, May 23rd, 1:30 to 3 p.m. Pacific time. And if you guys haven't gotten that heads up notice, it's basically we're going to talk about the deep state global agenda, reclaiming our personal sovereignty, the abundance, prosperity, and the Sarah de Sarah, the celestial chambers, global awakening. A lot there. I don't know. We've got, an hour and a half, I guess, there. You might make a note of that. We all know that in these bodies that we come in the bodies. I'm not talking about the soul. I'm talking about these bodies eventually come to an end. A lot of things come to an end, so to speak, in this material, physical way. So we have relationship endings. We have dinner ends, if you want to get really specific. And basically, endings afford new beginnings. And our divine essence is the only thing that really never ceases. The soul, the spirit, the God never ceases. So if we were to simply focus on that which does not end, or die, then we would set ourselves free from any potential future suffering. So if we focused on things that do not end, cease, die, then we would be free from any potential future sufferings. So how would you do that? You would focus on the God within you to end all of your suffering. Now, whether, we have people that would embrace that or understand it, that just depends on each of us. I talk a lot about gratitude because it is absolutely paramount for each of us to stay in gratitude. And with everything that's running around out there, distractions, attention grabbers, things that we see, hear, smell, feel, have a tendency to cause us to entertain ourselves in the external world. And then we get off key when it comes to gratitude. We don't, it's really easy not to think about gratitude because most people don't think about gratitude. because we have so many external things that are distracting us. We have worries, stresses, fears, anxieties, pain, all kinds of stuff that distracts us in not staying in gratitude. And basically, it's just constantly reminding ourselves through the heart-mind how grateful we are for everything. And to maintain this is crucial through our stay in these bodies, because it eliminates a lot of things that we do not really, why would we be entertaining? Gratitude for sleep. Some people, they have a very difficult time sleeping. They're lucky to get 1 or 2 hours a day in sleep. Other people have no arms or legs. But even, say you had no arms or legs, and you stayed in gratitude. Because when we switch to the God, the soul within us in these bodies, we know that we are forever. We know that the body is an ending, okay? The body will end, but we know that the God is eternal. You see how when you begin to focus in that different direction, and that the God is eternal, which you are, not the body, but the God, that eternalism expands and it embraces you so that you're not looking out there. Oh, sure, you're walking around, you see things, you do things, but you're not really looking out there. You're in here. You're the God. And you imagine that more and more people start to begin to practice this, and I emphasize that it has nothing to do at all, not even a fraction of a smidgen to do with religion at all. Zero. This is a profound awareness for this civilization, because I think the civilization has come full circle. What does that mean? Well, it means that we have been trained to seek outside of ourselves forever, that everything has been out there for hundreds of thousands of years. But you realize, and I think this just comes with each of us in our own time, that we understand that to a certain degree. That the external, I don't have a word for it, the external energies are created by the gods within us. When you look at such as gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. Melody Beattie. And to focus on this, it's amazing what happens to civilizations that genuinely focus on gratitude. There is a gift in everything. There really is. There's a gift in everything. Life is overflowing with goodness. Even in those moments that appear the darkest and bleakest, there's always good. There's always good. There never is not good. There's bad. There's good. Which one do you choose to focus on? And the key to finding this goodness is to consciously seek it and open your mind and explore how the challenge you're facing in this now moment is a real, deeply eternal, loving experience in disguise. When you begin to practice looking for the deep eternal love, your mind in that moment stops focusing on what's wrong and begins to focus on what's right. In one moment, you begin seeing reality and yourself in a totally new light. You find the eyes of gratitude, and everything you see comes alive. Now, of course, we all know this is whenever life shows the dark, sad, depressing side, choose to give thanks for this darkness. Choose. You choose. You either choose or you don't choose. It will soon pass, like all experiences in this life. Everything will come and go as long as we can stop holding on to them. We hold on to them, they'll come, but they won't go because we hold on to them. It is our mind that makes them stay and forces a convoluted judgment onto our experience of reality. I think some of us know that darkness has its purpose. It is to accentuate the most amazing, sparkling, brilliant light. Without darkness, we would not see light, nor appreciate any fun, good, peaceful days when they arrive. Peer into your darkest, most difficult moments which you've had this past year, and find the deep eternal love inside each one. What is the difference between a curse and deep eternal love? You might use blessing. I choose to use deep eternal love. It's simply the time, angle, and perspective that you're viewing it from. Try to see how every challenging experience is forcing a new strength, creativity, or talent to grow inside you. And when you give thanks to the darkness, then real miraculous things begin to happen. You no longer run from anything in this world. You stop playing the victim game because you understand how everything in this life is happening for you and not to you. Everything in this life is happening for us, not to us. That's absolutely exact, factual. And we know that the all-intelligent universe is designed to support you in creating your ultimate experience of this life. See, do you think, now just for a moment, wonder that do you believe for yourself that you create this life for you? You ask yourself that? Now, obviously, we are not going to be aware of everything we create for ourselves in this life because some things we want to be challenged with. This is an all-intelligent universe, and it has been designed to support us in creating our ultimate experience of this life. And by choosing to have a natural, thankful energy, for every experience we meet, life will spontaneously return the favor. It will increase your manifesting ability to attract even more goodies into your life. And when we talk about goodies, we're not talking about things, okay? We're just talking about just the fun experiences. Maybe sitting on a boat on a real calm lake. Or maybe sitting at the airport watching people. Could be anything. Because when you watch people, you watch yourself in different ways. The attitude of gratitude is one of the most powerful manifesting vibrations that you can tap into. And we've all heard, be thankful for what you do have. Be thankful truly, greatly. And we will create even more. We will manifest even more amazing things. Now, a lot of people think that living 24 hours a week in joy is insane. It's crazy. No one can do that. Who can live 24 hours a week in joy? But you can. And you'll be astounded how magical this mundane, ordinary life truly is. Gratitude is the foundation to a happy, fulfilling existence. When we are not practicing gratitude, then it doesn't matter how much success we achieve in the outer world. If we are not wearing our gratitude glasses, then it doesn't matter how amazing our life is. We cannot see or feel it. Nothing really truly matters more than our perspective on this reality. The ego is programmed to be constantly on the prowl for something better, faster, and more amazing. The ego is designed to never be satisfied. Think of that, you look around, you'll see without judgment how many of us are gripped as the ego is designed to never be satisfied. Now, by training our mind and ego to be grateful for what is here now, then no matter what you manifest or don't manifest, you will be happy with your life, no matter how it turns out. No matter how it turns out. Now, this is a really good quote by Agnes Repplier. It is not easy to find happiness in ourselves, and it is not possible to find it elsewhere. It is not easy to find happiness in ourselves, and it is not possible to find it elsewhere. Boy, do we look for it elsewhere, though. Yeah, all the time we're looking for it elsewhere. Now, we choose, each of us. We either choose or we don't choose. We choose this or that or this or that. Choose to live as a gratitude adventure. Choose to live this life as a gratitude adventure. This key is all about taking on this gratitude challenge as an adventure in the consciousness. There is no right and there is no wrong way to live life. There really isn't. Yet by practicing and having gratitude for yourself, other people, situations, events, messages, words, actions, behaviors, and on and on and on, you begin to experience divine grace in action. This takes a very advanced soul to walk this path, as it's about acknowledging that every experience is a gift given directly to you from the God source. We just never know what gifts we are needing to receive each day, and this is what makes life so precious, a real adventure. Each person we meet is deep eternal love in disguise, sent from the divine. And with the right questioning and listening, you'll hear the personal message meant just for you, to help you see the sacred being you truly are And when this life is an adventure, and deepening and expanding your experience of gratitude, you can be open to accepting all of life and trust that everything life brings to you is intended to enrich your life, even if it does not first appear that way to the ego mind. This is all about remapping things in this life. Create a daily gratitude focus every morning before your feet get out of the bed and touch the floor. Choose immediate. It's how it starts. It's immediate. Choose one thing that will be your gratitude focus of your entire day. Just one thing. That's not difficult. Find that one thing that you feel the most grateful for in your life right now, and practice returning to the thought and feeling of it all throughout your day. Milk that thought until there is no juice left inside of it. Your gratitude focus may change with each new day, yet keep to that one which you started with in each morning. The deeper you can dive into one thing you're truly grateful for and remain with it throughout your day, the easier it becomes to slip into a constant state of appreciation again. This is a training. It's training your gratitude muscles. And the more frequently you practice returning to your first feeling of gratitude, the more magnified it gets and slowly creates a profound shift in your energy and consciousness. Make sure that it's like a meter. You kind of visualize that you're carrying around a gratitude meter. And as many times as you can throughout your day, check in with your level of gratitude. Ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 100, how thankful am I for everything that is in my life right now? Now, if you're anything less than 100%, start making a mental and emotional list of what you are grateful for. Think of anything that makes your heart sing just a little bit. The answers might be as simple as my health, clean air to breathe, my heart is still beating, I have feet to walk on, and I am alive. Doesn't it make sense to be putting your attention on these things rather than out there? You can also turn all those things that you're ungrateful for upside down by simply honoring them as sacred teachers on your spiritual path. And as you keep checking your gratitude meter throughout the day, you create a higher state of awareness about what you're thankful for, which helps you to move consistently back into that peak state. And once your mind gets hooked on the habit of thinking about things that it's grateful for, it will be easier to remain in a state of 100% gratitude 24 hours a day. Can you imagine, just for a moment, what that would be like? To be in that 24 hours a day in 100% gratitude, a state of 100% gratitude. We can reset the complaining mind to thankful thinking. Our minds are probably already somewhat addicted to complaining. It thinks its job is to notify you about every little thing it believes is wrong, imperfect, or probably could make you happier if it wasn't missing from your life. And when you try to resist, judge, or ignore these complaining thoughts, you'll find that they resurface again in a new form fairly soon. And to free your mind from any complaint saboteur forever, Simply investigate what the mind really needs, wants, and desires. This complaint is actually coming from a smaller, helpless part of you who is secretly trying to ask for what you want. Yet, this voice feels so small and powerless that it cannot actually speak it. So the next time you hear yourself complain about something, purposefully shift your focus to what it is that you truly want to feel inside yourself in that moment. Gratitude is always a good one. And if you don't know what you're missing, say, if you don't know what you're missing, so think about what your heart is thankful for. In just a few moments, you'll reset your mind to the program of thankful thinking. Thankful thinking. And finding the good, simple things in life again. The key here is to retrain your brain in how long you can relax into the feeling of being grateful. And be honest and sincere with yourself and investigate what your heart really is thankful for. Every time you hear a complaint, this is you, okay, each of us, every time you hear a complaint with yourself, say to yourself, honestly, I don't care to continue being unhappy. I am actually really grateful for X, Y, Z. If you are really stuck in a rut and cannot feel any feeling of gratitude, just be curious and ask yourself, what would it feel like to be grateful for this? Gratitude is like the sun in the sky. It's always present, yet sometimes it's hidden from our vision by the clouds. The mind can get very cloudy when we are always focused on complaints. Find the light in everything, and you will set your mind free. Find the light in everything, and you will set your mind free. Gratitude should be our top priority, each of us. Absolutely, hands down. Our level of commitment equals the degree of success that we will experience in manifesting what we want out of our lives. A commitment is a deep shift in our consciousness towards the awareness of what our heart wants. Making a commitment to gratitude can only happen if gratitude becomes one of the most important things in your life. When something is a priority in your life, it takes precedence over everything. This means you're incorporating the no matter what philosophy, meaning no matter what happens, I am choosing to be grateful. No matter what they say, do, you can be thankful for something. And your dedication and devotion to gratitude also acts as a massive magnet for what is going good and beautiful. So when you are 100% committed to living in gratitude, you instantly become a magnet for what you love and desire, which then makes it even easier to remain in devotion. Being grateful for the ability to be committed creates an even more powerful magnetizing energy. You want to find out to see if that's true? Try it. See what happens. Focus on the experience of gratitude is the most important thing in your life, our lives, all day, every day. And you'll be amazed at what happens next. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. And I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do, relax our bodies. Head to toe, inside out. Now remember, you're not the body. This is a practice that's very good. It's a practice that I make all the time. And I'm deeply grateful for it. That I'm not the body. I am the God. So when you understand that you're the God, you're not the body, so you can look at the body and say, let's let go of a lot of these things that we're dragging along in this life. Fears, stresses, anxieties, disappointments, envies, all of it. You're power washing all of it away. You don't need it. Do you really need it? Do any of us really need that stuff? No. I mean, we've experienced it, so we know the difference between that and much better as far as into gratitude. So the body responds every single time when we let go. You know, you've had times where you've just been floating, so to speak. You don't have a care in the world, and you're not thinking. When you have those moments, you're not in the mind. That's what it feels like when you're not in the mind. It's amazing. It's totally different than being in the mind. Striving, scratching, and climbing, and crawling, and beating ourselves up, and being angry with ourselves and hard on ourselves, and pushing and prodding ourselves, judging ourselves, ridiculing ourselves. Can you imagine why the body gets in the condition it gets in through the years? Doesn't make sense, does it, when you look at it? When you truly look at it. So the body becomes like, it just floats. It's such ease. And the important thing to know is that the body begins to understand that you're the God. You literally hold the body. You cradle the body and relax the body. The God that you are relaxes the body. And when we do this, it's natural state of being to move into the now. It's a natural state of being to be in the now. Now, it may not feel like it at first, but it is. That's usually what happens, I'll say. Our natural state of being feels uncomfortable because it's been so far away from it so very long. So it feels uncomfortable. And it also draws us out of our comfort zone. You imagine that if you, imagine this, I know a lot of people don't like doing this. Imagine if you moved every year. Think about that for a moment. That you moved every year. Every year you moved. Not because you had to, but it was just part of your life. You move every year. So you wonder what perspective you would have of that. Would it be a great adventure? You would always be meeting new people, learning new things? Or would it be, oh, God, I don't want to have to move. I don't like moving. It's just a difference, say. I'm grateful I can move. Okay? You have no expectations and no attachments. These are all things that we load onto the body. And we don't know it, but through the years they just kind of pile up. So you look, it's your choice. But you see, as you practice these 5 sacred keys to the attitude of gratitude, and you keep practicing it, you'll eventually stay in gratitude, and you teach the mind to stay in gratitude. That's powerful. Absolutely powerful. Off the charts. Now, we have the now that we're in now, and the now stills the mind, the ego, and the subconscious mind. Stills them. What that means is that we're not in them. We're not in them. They're not leading and guiding us. We're doing that for them. We are leading and guiding the mind and the ego and the subconscious mind. It's a big difference. So we reminisce too, don't we? Yeah. We go to our library, our subconscious mind, we pick up a volume, and we kind of look at it and the pictures and the time and how fun it was and how great a time we had. It's so different that at one time, we would have photo albums and we'd pick them up and say, oh, you remember that time? Wasn't that fun? And we like that. We like gravitating towards having fun and enjoyment. That's our natural state of being, even though for some it feels uncomfortable. So you say you wander off into the past, right? And you just kind of go over some things, reminisce some things, but you don't stay there. You move forward. We're always moving forward. Does it make any sense that you're moving forward, then you turn around, you go back, and you're looking at something on the side of the road, and then you go forward, but then you turn back and something else because you're in your past, and you go back there, and then you keep walking, and you go backward. And all along, you're not moving anywhere. You see what I mean? You move forward, then you go in the back, and then you do this, and then you turn around, you go forward again, but then you go back and going back. And that's what we do. Now, some of us, a lot of us won't stay there. We move forward. But some of us will stay there. Some of us will stay in the past, which is dead. Really. Does it make any sense to you that what is your past? There isn't one. It's gone. It doesn't exist. It's dead. This is what gets us tripped up a lot in these lives. That's why we're always moving forward. We don't ever look over our shoulder. We are not wandering in the past. We're done with it. It was the moment. It was the now, and now it's the past. It's done. We've extracted whatever experience or adventure that we received from it, and then we move forward. But those who stay there, it's like an elephant graveyard. It's like a cemetery. It's all dead, death. It's still. It's foggy. It's dank. There's not even a breath of air. And we stay there. And we stay there so long that we end up dragging it into a future that doesn't exist, create the future from that past, relive that past and that future. A lot of people don't know they do this, so they ask themselves, it just really seems strange. No matter what I do, I always end up here. Well, that's why. Now, some of us will wonder, dream, which is phenomenal, imagine, expand our imaginations. But then others will go into the future that doesn't exist, and then they'll wander, and they'll go, wonder, why is this not happening for me? When is this going to happen for me? I don't understand why this isn't happening. When am I going to meet the right person? When am I going to know this? When is this going to come so I can get it? See? And what does that do? Frustration, expectation, attachment, suffering. It's futile. So the now is it. And the deepest of gratitude is for the now, the space between heartbeats. But the thing is how do we stay in the now? We've got to know how to stay in the now. We've got tens of thousands of thoughts hitting us every single day, many of which aren't ours. So these thoughts come in, and, they're like clouds passing by. We grab onto one that just takes us away. Might grab on 5 or 6 of them. So how do we, is it a bad thing? No. But how do you remind yourself that you're being pulled out of the now? Your breath, your divine positive energy. And it is divine positive energy. The soul powers the body, which then allows the body to breathe, which then supports the body that holds the soul, the God. It focuses us, relaxes us, energizes us, strengthens us, calms us, eases us, relaxes us. It's heavy duty. Most of us don't even breathe most of the time. You don't know that yet. In fact, we breathe so lightly we don't even pay any attention that we aren't hardly breathing. If people were focused on their breath all the time, I don't mean distracted, they know what's going on around them, but if they focus on their breath all the time, you'd be amazed what it would do for you biologically, for your body. Some people, there's different forms of breath, but there's lymphatic breathing, which helps the blood, oxygenation, cleansing, detoxification. It's very powerful. So every time you move out and you're aware of it, you just say, okay, I'll focus on my breath and I'll be in the now. 3,000% of the time, you'll be in the now. Stilling the mind and the ego is one of our main focuses on staying in deep gratitude and teaching the mind and the ego of deep gratitude. Now your body is relaxed, leaned into you, the God. You're in the now. You're focused on your breath. Just be in that space. And you look at your body, that houses you as the God, and you can see these bright colored wheels of light running from the tip of your tailbone all the way up to the top of your head. There's 7 of them, multicolored, different flower shapes and geometrical shapes inside of them. This is the God highway for these bodies. It is where the God you flows. Your energy, your chi, your ki, your prana. It flows through these energy vortexes, which are also etherical. The God's etherical, the vortexes are etherical, the body is physical. Okay? That's how do you know the God's in the body? Because of the color that you emit, the body emits outside the body. It is the God within it. And it will show all the different colors. The chakras that need more attention will be brighter, the colors of light. And then the chakras that are in pretty good alignment will be lower in color. I mean, it won't be as flashing out. Oranges mean that you're in learning, the orange wheel of light. You see, it's all connected. All of it is. And we've been given everything that we will ever desire right in this now. It's just that most of us haven't discovered it. So we're running our divine positive energy, our breath, and our God, you, the God, is flowing through these energy vortexes, these wheels of light. And they identify with us. We know what they're about. It's not some kind of a, this is some kind of made-up stuff. It's not that important. It's just kind of stupid. No, the red wheel of light, the root chakra, where the God flows, starts to flow. That's the right into tailbone. And this is our survival. Money, whatever your survival is connected to, money, food, finances, sense of belonging. And then the physical associations of spine, rectum, legs, arms, and circulatory system. And it's red. That's the color that it emits. And then we learn what blocks it. We know what blocks it. Fear. Fear interrupts the God flow through the center of the body that branches out across the entire body, feeding all of the organs, all of the tissue, everything, with this pure God force energy. So then we move to the orange wheel of light. This deals with our pleasure, and it's blocked by our guilt. See? This is our sexuality, our pleasure, fun, accepting others and new experiences, sense of belonging, sense of abundance, well-being, pleasure, physical association, reproductive organs, kidneys, bowels, and immune system. And it is blocked by guilt. The mind creates guilt, say. And then we move to the yellow wheel of light. Willpower. Solar plexus chakra. Manipura. It's in your upper abdomen, the stomach area. This is our emotional issues are self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem. So if your issues are self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem, it's like a manual for you. You go, okay, so my solar plexus chakra needs some attention. This is my personal power. It's my ability to be confident and in the flow of my life. It's blocked by shame. And then we move to the emerald green wheel of light. This is the heart chakra, the anahata. This is our ability to love. It's a beautiful green. And of course, it's at the center of our chest, just above the heart. And the emotional issues are love, joy, and inner peace. Those are wonderful things. Physical association, heart, thymus, lower lung, circulatory system, immune system. And it's blocked by grief. You totally negate all love with grief. If you're in grief, you cannot love. So then we move to the blue wheel of light. Throat chakra. It's our self-expression. It's our ability to communicate, talk, expression of feelings, the truth, physical association, thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, vocal cords, the Vishuddha, throat chakra. And what blocks it? It deals with our truth and is blocked by lies. And then we move to the indigo wheel of light, the ajna, third eye chakra. This is our ability to focus on and see the big picture. Our emotional issues are intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. And our physical association is pituitary gland, eyes, and sinuses. Now, what would block that? Illusion. It deals with our insight. It's blocked by illusion. There's a lot of illusion on this planet. Excuse me. And then the crown chakra, the top of the head. Violet wheel of light, Sahasrara. This is the connection to the divine. This connects you to the God that you are. Okay? It's the highest chakra. It's our ability to be fully connected spiritually. Emotional issues are inner and outer beauty, our connection to spirituality and pure bliss. Physical association, pineal gland, brain, nervous system. This is a wonderful journey. I don't know how many people practice taking it, but it is a wonderful journey. It's a quick trip. It's a good understanding of the gods that we are and how we flow our energy through these bodies. And so we hold the divine positive energy, our breath, and the God that you are, right? The God force, love, light, energy, sits atop of the head. Flows up. We're like a spring. The body, and the God force flows up through these chakras, and then it just springs out like a fountain at the top of our head. It goes right back down around, and it's perpetual. This is the flow of the God with the body. So we can, at will, at random, or at precise intent, we condense and compress these energies into pure liquid, omnipotently powerful energy. And we direct it. The God that you are is directed to spill and saturate the pineal gland. This is one of the main focuses of these bodies that we know has been purposely blocking us from self-discovery. So when we do this and the God force flows its chi, ki, prana through and saturates the pineal gland comes fully operational and alive. Pineal glands are important to us. Why? Because they connect us to all the particles of existence. Now, none of us have a fully healthy, vibrant, healthy, functioning pineal gland. It's functioning in all of us, but at a low level. So when you can view that pineal gland as you visualize it picture-wise on how you perceive it. I perceive it as a green ball, a rosebud, and when I pour this omnipotently powerful liquid energy, the God that I am, the God force, love, light energy, the divine positive energy, and I pour it over my pineal gland, it automatically, instantaneously transforms into this massive rose, multicolored petals, fully blown, beautiful fragrance, and it is saturating me in these, kind of like a warm, misty wave that penetrates my body, head to toe, inside and out, and it's continual. And so this feeling is continual. And it is the deepest eternal love and the deepest eternal gratitude and the deepest eternal peace. It's just phenomenal. And then I discovered that I'm bathing in the God that I am. That's what this is. The rose is the God that I am. And the God that I am is the rose. It's absolutely spectacular. It's magna glorious. Phenomenal. This is a deep connection. You really want to discover the God that you are? Do this that we're doing right now, whenever you choose. These bodies, our higher self, our soul, our spirit, the ego mind, the subconscious mind, the heart mind, the God, the pure consciousness, all one. And the God within these bodies, the soul, is heaven. Body's earth. And so every single step we take on this planet, we're creating paradise. Every single step on this planet we take, we're creating paradise. Absolutely phenomenal. And we've learned to shine the God light that we are outward. 360 degrees, not like a flashlight beam, but a 360-degree floodlight that fans out, saturating everything. Everything and everything. Because we are everything, and everything is us. So all of our brothers and sisters, whether they're awake or asleep, all life, highest supreme value in the universe, and we are flooding them all with the God force, love, light, energy, and the deepest of gratitude, love, and peace, perpetually, just eternally. So we create a God planet with the love that we are, and all of us gods, and a God planet where we are creating paradise. Every single one of us on this planet deserves the best of everything. the bodies that you have are carrying you, divine perfection that it never changes. It's divine perfection. Everything else changes. The reason everything else changes so that the divine perfection can learn. If you were to look at this planet from afar, out in the outer space, sacredness of space, you would see a planet that glows with the God Force Love Light energy of nearly 8 billion of us. Phenomenal. Try that visualization sometime. You'd be amazed. Now, we're all we're parts of each other. And we're all one and parts of each other, but we seek out or call out or invite all of the parts of us, the collective consciousness that's awake to a certain degree. So doesn't it make sense, like the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Christ, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua, many, many, many more. The archangels, parts of us, yeah. They vibrate at a different frequency than our bodies do, okay? That's why we don't see them like we see each other. But they always communicate with us. They're always meeting with us through this life. And not necessarily, you're going, oh, you're an angel. Nice to meet you. It'll be after, usually, that you meet them. And it'll dawn upon you that you'll say that there was something about that person. There was something. That was an angel. And the message is the same. It's just delivered in so many different ways. But it all boils down to this. Isn't it absolutely spectacular, marvelous, magna glorious to be alive in these bodies? And the answer is an emphatic yes. And then you move into bliss. Now, they can surround any one of us at any one time in the tens of thousands because of their vibrational frequency. They can house a large number in a small area. Now, the ascended masters, they've mastered ascension into physical form, out of physical form, hold pure consciousness, God form. We are mastering physical form, creating our experiences to perfect our creation. And some of us will come to full circle of understanding that we're the light. You're the light. The God in that body is the light. You don't follow the light. You are the light. So, both of these, the archangels and ascended masters, are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. We reach out to all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, garden beneath earth. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, form the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. And they come in billions in there with us now consciously. We call upon all the light energy beings out there that are in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever, Yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. Now they come in the Gugaplexes. One Gugaplex fills this entire universe with not 1 inch of sacred space to spare. They come in trillions of Gugaplexes from trillions of directions, and they are with us now consciously. Can you feel those parts of you coming in? Can you feel them through the heart-mind? Can you feel the flow of the God within your body? The exuberation, the joy, the deep gratitude for this gathering of parts of each other. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactic celestials, yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light, complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. Now, we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. Over 1,000 travel through the solar system every day. Trillions throughout the universes every day. Yet, we are only familiar with a small portion, small percentage. The Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Feline, the Zeta Reticuli, Nords, Greys, Draco Reptilian, Golden Pyramid, Avian, many, many, many more. Now, they've been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And in massive, uncountable numbers, they are with us now consciously. We call upon all of our loved ones, all those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime, and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now consciously. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, form this circle of light. Now we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. They come in trillions in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations of which we've never seen before. As a matter of fact, with these eyes that we have, we only see 1% of what is. And the ones that we're familiar with, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And in the trillions, they're with us now, consciously. We're all gathered, arm in arm, hand in hand, in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance. And we're all one. And we're all God. And we're all love. And our God force, love, light, energy isn't all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify and it continues to expand. We immediately form a massive circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. This circle of light emanates from the gods within each and every single one of us, the God force, love, light, energy. This light is so bright that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take 1,000 trillion suns to even come close to its brilliance. And we begin to levitate above this planet. And we are flooding all of our brothers and sisters, saturating head to toe, inside now, whether they're awake or asleep. All life, the highest supreme value in the universe. And the God within this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, with pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. Unending, eternal. We're immediately met with a massive ocean of glitter. It is everywhere. It is reflecting in the trillions of vibrant colors amongst us all, gathered in this meditation. And we focus in on these little tiny microscopic mirrors. And we can actually go into them. We discover that we are all here together, teaching each other and learning from each other non-stop, 24/7. It is spectacular. All of us together, all of us teaching, all of us learning, so we're teachers and students at the same time. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the emerald green, or the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We're then met with the white fire. This is a column of light that reminds us all that from head to toe, inside now, we are imbued with the white fire armor. This armor emanates from the God force, love, light, energy within these bodies. It is the God, pure consciousness. It is divine perfection. No lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies can even come near it. No demon possession. Nothing can harm us. Ever. Yet, only you have the power that if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency, whether consciously or unconsciously, low enough, through hate, anger, fear, stress, anxiety, envy, manipulation, dishonesty, worry, you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Now, once you do this, you're immediately met with the purple transmuting flame, this column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, sending them to pure consciousness where they are vaporized, they're gone. We are then met with a violet ray. This is a column of light that we can bring in right behind the purple transmuting flame. We can cleanse and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies once were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our vibrational harmony to the highest of the highest high of pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is the column of light that reminds us all that we are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the rain, the rainbows. We are the sky, the clouds. We're the sunsets and the sunrises. We are the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams. We are the trees and the forests. We are the soils. We are the animals. We are everything, and everything is us. So the next time you see a sunset or a sunrise, starry lit night sky, you're that beauty. You're that vista. You're that spectacularness. You're that magna glorious. You're everything. And everything is you. We continue to levitate above the planet. Some of us decide to step outside our physical forms and float effortlessly above them, if we're carrying physical form. And why do we do that? Because we can. We come into full view of this massive crystalline light tower. We created this tower. It's larger than the solar system. The center of the column, we notice this massive oblong sphere with a golden white ball of light in the center, surrounded by numerous beautiful, vibrant colored rings of light. They're all sending this massive spread of pure mist energy that's penetrating us all head to toe inside now. The golden white ball is deep eternal love. Then comes deep eternal gratitude. Then comes deep eternal peace, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness. Great wealth, great prosperity, well-being, bliss, joy, tranquility, benevolence. It's endless, and it's us. We're this. We always have been, always will be, ever beyond and forever. Now, at the top of this crystalline tower, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, perpetually, eternally, always. And this is pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, and peace flooding us all, always. All of our brothers and sisters, whether they're awake or asleep, all life, the highest supreme value in the universe, it is everywhere. Everywhere. We are drops of this golden ocean. We also hold the essence of this golden ocean. Golden ocean is the drops of the golden ocean. And the only illusion is separation. We see our meditative sphere at set center circle. We created this sphere over 3 years ago. It houses nearly 1,400 of our meditations in perpetual motion. I mean, that means always these meditations over 3 years, with hundreds of millions of us gathered on and off world, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever, all focused here, liberating this planet, its civilizations, everything. This is powerful. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's magna glorious, with the highest of the greatest intent. That's why this sphere can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. You are the gratitude. The God within that body is the gratitude. Discover that which you are, the gratitude, and then practice it outward. And then you teach the mind and the ego to appreciate gratitude. That is powerful. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose and an easy breath out through the mouth. Move slowly, easily. The guide that you have always been, seeking or looking for, trying to find, is you, the God that you are. Once you make that connection, you open that up and understand fully, and the deepest of gratitude, that you are the God in that body. It changes everything. You can say, I know I'm the God, but feel the God that you are. Every single second that you can of every single day. Choose to live life as a gratitude adventure. And this is an adventure in pure consciousness. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night and the following morning. And we will return here May 20th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.